Willie Nelson's story isn't just about country music, it's about survival, heartbreak, and resilience. Born on April 29, 1933, in the tiny Texas town of Abbott, he entered a world shaped by the Great Depression. With only about 300 residents, Abbott was a place of poverty, where 1 in 4 people were unemployed. Tragedy struck early. His mother left when he was 6 months old, and soon after, his father disappeared too. Willie and his sister Bobby were left in the care of their grandparents, beginning a life defined by hardship, perseverance, and music as a lifeline. Early childhood. Loss and hardship. Life for young Willie was far from easy. His grandparents, Nancy and Alfred, took him in, offering love amidst scarcity. Nancy taught him piano, while Alfred worked as a blacksmith to keep food on the table. Winters were brutal, forcing them to glue newspapers to the walls for warmth. By age 7, Willie was already working in the cotton fields to help provide for the family. In 1940, he nearly died from pneumonia, a disease claiming thousands of children each year. Surviving left him with resilience, a toughness that would shape his future in music and life. A guitar and a calling at 6, Willie received a cheap guitar from his grandfather, a gift that changed everything. The moment his fingers touched the strings, a spark ignited. By age 7, he was already writing songs, finding a way to express himself and survive emotionally. Music became a refuge from his struggles at home, where strict religious rules made life difficult. While singing in church every Sunday, he secretly listened to Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys on the radio. Music offered freedom, defiance, and hope, setting him on a path that would eventually redefine country music. Childhood loss and responsibility tragedy struck again when Willie was 6. His grandfather Alfred died of pneumonia. The man who had nurtured him, taught him guitar, and provided fatherly love was gone. This loss forced Willie to take on greater responsibilities, milking cows and working long hours to help his family survive. It ignited the independent, stubborn spirit that would define his outlaw persona. Life's hardships created a resilience that shaped his music and character. Early losses, combined with the struggle for survival, gave Willie a perspective that few could understand. A mix of pain, determination, and creative fire that would fuel him for decades. Teenage years and military disappointment. By 17, Willie joined the US Air Force, hoping to serve his country and find direction. But after only 9 months, a severe back injury forced him to leave. Discharged with his dreams dashed, he returned to Texas, unsure of his next move. With no money or clear path, he turned back to music, the only thing that had consistently offered him solace. Early setbacks like these taught him perseverance and adaptability. Even when doors closed, he found ways to create opportunities, laying the foundation for the legendary career that would follow, blending talent with relentless determination. First steps in music. In 1956, Willie moved to Vancouver, Washington, working as a radio DJ at Cavan. There, he recorded his first single, No Place for Me, paired with Lumberjack. He created Willie Nelson Records to sell the music himself, along with autographed photos for $1. Rejections from larger labels didn't stop him. He sold 3,000 copies directly through his radio show. Even with early success, money was tight. He worked nights cleaning dishes and tried to join shows like the Ozark Jubilee. Despite obstacles, he never gave up on music, understanding that hard work and persistence were essential to surviving in the competitive industry. Struggling in Nashville, returning to Texas after his initial attempts, Willie did whatever it took to survive, selling Bibles, vacuum cleaners, and working for Encyclopedia Americana. The hardships of daily life eventually surfaced in his songs. By the late 1950s, He played in rowdy honky-tonk bars, hiring drummer Paul English for protection. Nights could be violent, but these experiences taught Willie how to command a stage and survive both physically and professionally. The environment shaped his outlaw image and honed his performance skills, laying the groundwork for his later success. Every fight, every challenge, became part of the man and musician he was becoming. Lessons in songwriting hardship taught Willie crucial lessons about his music career. In 1959, he sold Family Bible for just $50, only for it to become a massive hit for another artist. Around the same time, Nightlife sold for $150. Though both songs brought success to others, Willie learned the importance of owning his work. This lesson would help him later in building wealth and asserting creative control. His experiences revealed the harsh realities of the music business. Talent alone wasn't enough. Business acumen and ownership were essential, shaping the strategic side of his legendary career. Nashville and near-death experience. By 1960, Willie arrived in Nashville nearly broke, sleeping in his car, and facing despair. One snowy night, he even laid in the snow, contemplating giving up. A friend found him just in time, saving his life. Soon after, songwriter Harlan Howard noticed his talent at Tootsie's Orchid Lounge and helped him secure a $50 a week contract with Pampa Music. This small opportunity marked a turning point. Despite his age and financial struggles, Willie returned to performing within weeks. His resilience, courage, and refusal to give up proved vital to building a career that would last decades. Grammy recognition and versatility. Over decades, Willie became one of the most recognized artists in Grammy history. By 2020, he had 52 nominations, winning 10, including awards for Ride Me Back Home, My Way, and Summertime. His achievements extended beyond country music as he explored jazz, pop standards, duets, and even rap. This versatility demonstrated not only talent, but a fearless commitment to growth and artistry. Even into his late 70s and 80s, Willie continued to evolve, proving that creativity isn't limited by age. His story isn't just about success, it's about courage, adaptability, and living fully through music. Family and stability. Willie's personal life transformed when he married Annie D'Angelo in 1991. Annie became more than a spouse, she was a lifeline. Years earlier, she met him as a makeup artist, understanding the deep pain he carried. She insisted he quit drinking and smoking, creating a rule: don't be a goddamn asshole. Willie turned to cannabis instead, finding stability and joy in music again. Together, they raised 2 sons, Lucas and Micah, who followed in his musical footsteps. Annie's unwavering support became the anchor that helped Willie survive personal struggles, proving that even legends need steady love to thrive. Health scares and resilience. Even in his late 80s and early 90s, Willie faced life-threatening health challenges. In 2022, he contracted COVID-19, struggling to breathe while touring. Annie transformed their Texas ranch into a makeshift hospital, administering treatments and monitoring him constantly. At 91, he was forced to cancel shows due to exhaustion and emphysema flare-ups, fueling online rumors. Yet, true to his resilient nature, he returned to performing, declaring, "I don't hurt anywhere. I don't feel bad. I'm not worried about dying." These experiences highlight not only his physical toughness, but his mental strength and refusal to let adversity define him. Kris Kristofferson, friendship and inspiration. Willie's bond with Kris Kristofferson profoundly influenced his life. Meeting as struggling artists in Nashville, they recognized kindred spirits. Kris's songs, including Me and Bobby McGee, Sunday Morning Coming Down, and Help Me Make It Through the Night, became lifelines for Willie during dark periods. Their friendship endured despite political differences, arguments, and decades of change. When Kris passed in 2024, Willie publicly expressed regret for not telling him earlier how much he meant to him. The depth of their connection shows how music and friendship intertwined to sustain him through life's most difficult challenges. Legacy and reflection. After 6 decades in music, Willie still carried regrets, particularly over unspoken words to friends like Kris Kristofferson. Yet, his career reflects triumph over hardship. A journey from a small Texas town to global recognition, surviving poverty, illness, and personal demons. His music became both a personal lifeline and a gift to millions. Even after the loss of legendary peers, Willie's resilience and artistry continue to inspire. His story demonstrates that greatness is not measured only by accolades, but by perseverance, authenticity, and the courage to express emotion, music, and heart across generations. Conclusion: a life in song. Willie Nelson's journey from Abbott, Texas, to Grammy-winning legend is a story of survival, defiance, and creative brilliance. Through personal loss, near-death experiences, and decades of struggle, he remained committed to music, family, and friendship. Songs by him and those he loved, like Kris Kristofferson, offered solace during life's darkest moments. At 91, Willie still performs, still inspires, and still carries the lessons of a life well lived. His story reminds us that music is more than entertainment. It is survival, connection, and enduring art that outlives the hardships of even the most extraordinary life.